gentlemen, I'm happy to be here with Howard H.D. Davis. Welcome back to Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. As you know, I'm Rudy Rodriguez Shomot. HGD just had a huge fight this past Saturday night at the Hollywood Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Came away with the W. Battled a lot of things going into the fight. Let's talk about it. HG, man, welcome aboard, man. Talk about this fight and what you went through going into the fight. You know, it's one thing when people say, you know, you were battling the flu, but you still sound sick as heck right now. And talk about that fight. Oh, by the way, this is HD's daughter, Soraya. She's part of the interview today. So, you know, tell me about this fight, man.
First of all, thanks for having me on. The fight was one of my toughest fights for sure, and it's not just because of the stuff I was battling. All credit due to my opponent. He was undefeated in pro boxing. I think he was 2-0 in UFC. He was on the Ultimate Fighter. He was 2-0 in BKFC. I didn't fight some guy that was just some regular guy. This dude knew how to fight. He knew how to box. So all credit to him. Anything I went through is on me. He has nothing to do with that. He came and brought his A game. I brought the best I could, and I was blessed to edge it out, you know. This fight camp was tough. Last Thursday, I came down with something. I don't know, something in Florida, or maybe just Broward County has been going around, like the flu.
Mm-hmm.
And I unfortunately caught it. Sore throat, stuffed nose, coughing, sneezing, everything, fatigue, everything you can think about. So I had already put all the work in, just kept going through the motion. One day I'm all right, next day I'm not. One day I was feeling super good, next day I'm feeling super bad, and just it stayed like that leading up to fight night, and it got really bad to the point that I couldn't even gain no weight when I weighed in. The weight limit for our fight was 156. I weighed in almost at 150. My opponent weighed in at 155, so he had all of him there. I wasn't all there, man. And I'm not making no excuses. If I would have lost because of what I went through, that would have been on me because I signed a contract. Things happen. Us fighters, as my opponent told me when I told him I was sick at the end of the fight before they announced the winner, we all go through things, and that's true. I fought with broken hands, torn ligaments. I fought with everything. That's just the person I am. Like, once I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I signed that contract, I'm going to fight, regardless if I'm missing an arm and I got to go in there with one. So, yeah, man, I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to get the victory. I had to dig deep. My opponent pushed me. I appreciate him for taking the fight because before fighting him, I fought Palomino, and people don't know this. Before I fought Palomino, I had like 5 people back out on me. So it's not easy to get a fight. I say no to, like, the world. Like, I'm just like, you want to fight? I'm like, yeah. Everybody else is like, they pick and choose. Me, I'm just, the contract getting in front of my face. It's like, no problem, no sweat. My manager, like, he sent it to me. He laughed. He like, hey, you gonna fight him, right? I'm like, come on, bro. It's no problem. I'm gonna fight him. So I'm always game to challenge myself, whether it be with the pound for pound, former pound for pound double world champion in Palomino, or if it's against a younger, more experienced fighter in Draco Rodriguez. I'm always down for the fight.
So this flu you were dealing with, this was the week of the fight. I mean, you're talking the fight Saturday. You're dealing with this the entire week. How do you get yourself? You're in the back preparing for this thing. How are you feeling in the back when you're warming up or attempting to warm up so that you don't completely drain yourself in the back?
Honestly, I did a good amount of mitts, not as much as I do, not all the combinations I do, but I definitely wanted to warm my body up and like sweat a lot of the stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
But you ask anybody that was inside my corner room, the other fighters, I was in the bathroom trying to blow my nose and like get my airway waves
Yeah.
clear so they wouldn't be stuffy so I can breathe in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was coughing and stuff, but it's like I wasn't trying to get nobody sick, but I couldn't hold it. Like, I'm already having to hold everything in front of like my opponent, and when Dave Feldman and the commissioner's talking, because I don't want to be coughing and sneezing and doing that in front of people. I'm like, I gotta thug it out. How I gotta thug it out. Even with the mock weigh-in, I had to, you gotta put on that facade and be like, I can't show no weakness. I gotta show that, I'm still good. I gotta put that what they call it, a poker face. I had to put that poker face on and keep it on for a long time. But I'm getting better. I'm still a little sick right now. It's finally getting out of me. I've had it since like last not this Thursday, but the last Thursday before that. That's how long I've been battling. It's just been on and off, on and off, on and off. I'm doing everything. Like I can show you videos of Sam trying to help me to boil water on the stove, and I'm got my face over the stove, and I'm trying to clear my airway. It was just so much, and like I never had to do that for a camp, a fight. Like I've never been sick,
Yeah.
And if I did get sick the week, it'll go away before then, or the week before it'll go away, and I'm like, thank God. This time, it wasn't, it wasn't letting me go.
Is being sick worse than maybe having an injury?
Honestly, I want to say yeah because my power wasn't there, my speed lacked. I was still game because I trained for it, but it just to feel like you can't tap into your full potential when you fighting is it's annoying, bro. And then like you taking hits, you doing stuff, and it's like you're like, man, I'm dead. Like if you ask anybody when I walked back after receiving a win, I like had to like I like passed down on the ground. Like if you ask Victor or any of the people from BKFC, had to like sit down and take a moment because bro, I was exhausted. I was drained. So, but that I held it together for all 5 rounds and I got my head raised, and that's what matters. Just another obstacle in the way, and I showed that I'm a adversity killer.
So you're in the third round. You have him against the ropes, and you're unleashing. After about 30 seconds, did you feel like, man, I just let a lot out?
It was like my daughter hit him. It was no power on them shots. He had good defense.
Yeah.
I was hitting him to the body majority of the times. I caught him with 2 double uppercuts, and he kind of like it made him kind of like not run, but like move out to the position he was in because I caught him with 2 clean uppercuts, but it just wasn't there, man. Like I was trying so hard. I swear to God to you to end the fight right there because I was from around when I said, I can't say it right now, but I said, F you, see,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, like, I thought I was feeling look good warming up in the back, and I got in this ring, everything shifted. I said, yeah, man, but,
I thought you won round 1. I thought he took round 2, and
Yeah.
then clearly you won round 3 with that onslaught.
Yeah.
Round 4 a little closer, but round 5,
I feel like I got it,
you
too.
won. You it seemed like he had nothing left in the tank, and you just went. You let it all out in that 5th round.
I ain't even care no more. I'm like, man, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. That's how it felt. I swear, I was like, bro, I came this far. Like, nobody know what I'm going through. Like, I really didn't want to tell my management. I didn't want to tell nobody I was sick. My coach knew because it wasn't her fault, but we had did like an ice bath. Maybe this is why I got sick. We had did an ice bath, right?
Okay.
And I had sparring earlier that day. I went to the gym and I worked out and my pores were open. She had an ice bath, like a portable one, and she put it down and got the ice, but she used the water from the water hose to fill it up. The water looked like yellow, right? Mind you, my pores are open. I just got done working out and I hop in the ice bath. Right after that, I woke up next morning, I felt sick. And I tell her, she's like, oh, Rosa, her wife, the fighter, BKFC fighter, she fights with us, and she got a ice bath too. And she's like, Rosa's not sick. 2 days later, Rosa's sick. So it's like I knew I wasn't tripping. So maybe that was the start of my end right there. It was getting an ice bath outside, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was just bad. And
She put you in some poison, man.
maybe so, because I've been not feeling the best. I haven't been feeling very HD lately.
I don't think we'll be doing too many more ice baths.
Not like
pre-fight.
that. I'm only gonna do them. I usually do 1 ice bath before I fight, like 72 hours. But I do it in the place inside professionally. This time I had did a lot of sparring. My body was kind of fatigued, and she wanted me to spar one more time Saturday. So we had did the ice bath that day, and we don't. That was like out of our like routine. I had did 2 ice baths instead of just 1. And yeah, man, I think it got me.
So they announced this past week, or last week now, guys. It's last week at the Champions Summit. They announced the 55 tournament. They Palomino's in it, Trout's in it.
Howard Davis should be in it.
Then they announced Tenaglia, which kind of surprised me because he just had the belt strip, just a few weeks back, and Bonner's in it.
Yeah,
and
he deserves to be in it. I respect him being in it.
And looking at that tournament, obviously at the end of the fight, you called out for that 55 tournament. What are your thoughts on that tournament, and why should you be in it? State your case. And then also we had Kai Stewart in the crowd, and he wants to be in this tournament. So I don't know, maybe we turn this into a 6-fighter tournament and you give one group a bye or something like that. Maybe we get you in there with Kai Stewart in December. What are your thoughts on all that?
I would love to be in there with Kai Stewart again, whether it be at 45 or 55. But my take on everything, honestly, is like come on, bro. You're a 145 champion. Not gonna take nothing away from you. You beat me. You beat other good people. Cool. You didn't beat the best of me, but you beat me. You got it. I'm not gonna go into the depths of
Mm-hmm.
that. You're at 145. You never had a fight at 55. I'm gonna go to Trout. Trout never had a fight at 55. You both are champions in your respective weight classes. I respect that. But don't come to 155 and stepping on necks and toes and leapfrogging people that when you ain't never do nothing at 155. Palomino, I
Mm-hmm.
can give all respect to Palomino. He has his title defenses. He reigned at 155. He beat me at 155. Even though I feel like he didn't. A lot of people feel the same way. But hey, what's done is done. I'm literally before that loss to Palomino and before the win that I just had, I had all knockouts at 155. I fought whoever at 155. How am I not at the 155 tournament? I don't think there's nobody in 155 that has more knockouts than me.
Mm-hmm.
You can look that up. So the fact that you got all these people like, oh, I want to be in it, I want to be in it, it's like, do you deserve to be in it? 145 tournament? Yeah, Kai, you in that. 165? Yeah, Trout, you in that. But HD is at 155. I'm probably the only fighter that's in the promotion that can go from 145, be ranked in 145, fight for a title, do the same in 155, and probably do the same in 165. Like, I'm just that dog. And like I said after the fight, you got to get through that dog. You know, you can't just jump over the dog. The dog gives everything to the promotion, to BKFC, to the sport. I should be respected by now, bro. Like I broke my hand in the first round of my fight against Draco. I kept going. I kept throwing it. You go look at the film. You look at the corner advice. You don't see me complain not one time. You don't see me grimace. You don't see me nothing. I go through it. After the fight, we take care of it. But bro, there's not many fighters like me in BKFC. Like, if you want to know what a BKFC fighter is, you're looking at it. Regardless if people respect me, they can say whatever about my opponents. My last opponents was, what, 2-0, 9-1, 4-0, 3-1, and I only lost to one person. That was the former pound for pound, king. So it's not much I have to say. You can go do your homework and just see that I'm the real deal.
What
So
What are your thoughts when you hear Trout in this? Were you at the Champion Summit?
yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
What are your thoughts when you hear him say in his last fight, "Well, I'm not going to fight at 65 because these guys are hitting too hard or too big." And he said that in the ring, and now he says, "I'm coming to 155," but then he says, "I'm going to go back to 65." Like, what is that? What
Oh
does that
no,
look like to
man.
you as a
Hey,
fighter?
hey, to me, to each his own. Like me, I don't duck no smoke. If a person hit hard, I'm gonna hit harder. That's it. He has his own logic and what he
Mm-hmm.
says and how he moves. That's on him. Yeah, they're weight classes for a reason, but I spar heavyweights all the time. I spar big dudes. I haven't fought in 165, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have my debut in 165. But the 165 division is their division. I'm not looking for a belt there. That's my homie Gogo
Mm-hmm.
division. My homie Bryce division. That's their division. Those are their stomping grounds. But I'm gonna stay where I'm at the 155, 145. But my next fight, I'm hoping it's in the 145. Hope I get a fight against Kai. That'd be lovely. If it's at 155, I'd love that too. If he doesn't want to fight me because he feel like I haven't fought in 150, 45 in a minute, then we can fight at 55. If they want to fight somebody before I fight Kai at 145, I'll do that. Like they know me. I don't duck nobody. I don't duck no smoke. All opportunities are welcome.
When do you think you'll be ready to fight again? Obviously, dealing with the situation you got going on right now.
I will know by the end of this week, but I'm like Wolverine, man. You shoot me, you run me over, you blow me up, whatever you do, man. I come back stronger, and it's never a long wait for HD to come back. Just know I'll be back very, very soon.
When that happens in the first round, do you feel it? Do you feel it, or do you feel it as the fight goes
I think
on?
this is the first time that when it broke, I felt it,
Okay.
and I said, "Damn!" And then a lot of people was like, they noticed something was wrong because I was pulling punches, and I was like, that was not me. It was my body
Mm-hmm.
stopping it, and it sucked because I can't stop my body. It's like a PTSD thing. I done broke it a few times, so like certain times I can't even unleash my full power. Certain times because it's like this hit or this what you about to do is very familiar. So let me hold you back a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before you break it again, because
Mm-hmm.
it's very traumatic to go through surgery and get screws put in your head, and like it ain't easy, bro. People may think it's easy. Oh yeah, you fought with a broken hand. You fought with this. Yeah, like it's nothing. Like bro, I've seen grown men in bigger weight classes than me break their hand and stop in the fight and lose to doctor stoppage or TKO. I wasn't gonna let that happen to me again. I got cut. that one fight with Louis, and that was my first loss, and it derailed me from being the 145 champ. I could have been the first 145 champ, and Kai could have been on the outside looking in right now. But life goes how it goes. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm just ready to get back in the mix, whether it be the 55 mix or the 145 mix. You know, I'm ready for both.
When you walk out there and you're at the Hard Rock, I mean, obviously this is a venue that's like, I don't think there's a venue like it.
Legendary.
You walk out there and they got the highest level, all the levels that are open. The place is packed. You got all the champions in the building. You have stars in the building. I think I saw Tito Ortiz at this fight as well.
Yeah.
You know, you see all these people out there. What does that do for you when you fight in the Hard Rock? 'Cause, I mean, I think it's different, you know, than other places that I've seen.
I think it's just motivation because you want to be like those guys, like you say. You see Tito, you see a lot of famous people there. You see Mark Ingram, you know, NFL players. You see people like at places that you want to be. Like, I'm a professional athlete, but I haven't gotten that type of like status yet, that type of financial stability yet. So when you just fight, you want to just keep fighting towards those goals because I just like her sitting here right now. Like, I want her to have everything. Everything I didn't have, I want her to have it more. Same with her brothers. Same with my family. So to get there, I have to like get to those higher upper echelon places where those type of athletes are, those fighters are, and I feel like I can be that type of star, you know, with my personality and my character, and just, you know, me being genuine in who I am and people relating to my struggle and what I go through and all the things like that. So I'm ready for that. I feel like it's been a long time coming.
When you have you watched the fight back?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Not yet. I usually don't watch my fights really like that because I live it. But like sometimes I do go back and watch it. Like, damn, I can't believe I did that. Or how I got hit with that. Or the little stuff that. But you know,
I asked that because, you know, during the broadcast, they got the TVs on both sides. I don't know if you ever look at those TVs at any point during a fight. Do you ever find yourself looking at you don't ever find yourself looking at the TV?
I don't think
like,
I'll be looking at the TV.
Yeah. Because they have those two large screens, and then in between, I think it was round 3 and 4, round 2 and 3, and then they show your famous man, cornerman, Victor Demesman here. They got him on camera screaming, and nobody else, no other corner has that attention in the fight, and he's like, when you watch it back and you watch the broadcast, watch out for him. They made him. I mean, he's already known, but I mean, they had the camera on him, and what is it like with him and the relationship y'all have?
That was dope. You know, I could always tell and see by his actions he's very invested in us, in the company, and all in. And the fighters, like, it's more than just like a business thing. Like, you know, Vic is like family to me, bro. Like, somebody mess with Vic, you know, they mess with me. Like, Vic is like family. So the fact that it's come like that and it's only been like 2 years, it's going on 2 years, is dope because he's a real person. Me and him are very like-minded in a lot of type of ways, just different paths. You know, he whoops ass in the courthouse. I whoop ass in the ring, you know, but we both whoop ass. Both our favorite basketball player, Kobe. We love the Lakers, so it's we have a lot in common. So him being there means a lot. Like, he may not have the deepest combat like background or, you know, did combat sports professionally, but like his mindset, his mind, he's very smart, very intelligent. You know how to adapt on the goes, and he's a very confident person. And, you know, he breathes confidence into me. So the fact that he's there is a lot of like emotional and mental support. You know what I mean? And then he's getting better at his coaching and telling me to do something, because I was at a point in time when I felt like I was down, and Vic was like, "Hey, you got to give me everything right now. You got to let everything go." And like, I did it. You know, we got the win. So it's like, instead of having somebody that's like a yes man, he gonna tell me what's the real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you down right now, or it's close. You know, go get it. You know what I mean? Rather than, oh, you winning, and then I take my foot off the gas and I lose. You know what I'm saying? So you need that. So having Vic in my corner and just having him as a manager, having him as a brother, man, it's a blessing, man, truly.
And I've seen you guys on video sparring.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, watch out. Watch out now this year. Vic posted debut. I ain't going to say nothing. I was going to say when, but he may be fighting, you know, he may be fighting somebody. You never know. You know, look, he breaking laws. He breaking jaws. He breaking, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
Yeah, so they announced, BKFC actually announced tryouts in Indiana. I was on the BKFC show yesterday when I was watching, and I said, I'm going to come try out. And they're like, come on now, the podcast wants to come try. I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying. I was just kidding, man. I'm too old, man. Maybe in a younger life, you know. What is the mindset for a BKFC fighter that's different from other combat sports fighters? Because you've seen MMA, you've seen boxing, you've seen, because you've boxed,
Yeah.
and then you see like, they have karate combat.
Yeah.
Now they got dirty boxing.
Yeah.
What is the difference
Shout
in the
out to
mind?
Mike Perry. That's my guy.
I mean, watching this guy is, watching him is crazy in itself. What are your thoughts on, the mindset of a BKFC fighter in comparison to everybody else?
It's definitely different. My first nature is BKFC because I grew up as a street fighter. I fought in the streets. I fought in the clubs, the school, wherever a fight could happen. I fought. So that's my first nature. But boxing became my second nature. Then when I stopped street fighting, it became my first nature. So now it's like a little something. It's a hard balance to keep because a BKFC fighter and mindset is totally different. It's a little faster, a little fast paced. You can't be so defensive because the punches, man, you can't catch those hard knuckles on your forearm or your shoulders for too long, and they're not a big, glove with a circumference that that you can block with another glove. You're like it's skin on skin, bone on bone. So trying to cover up and catch a shot can slip through and it can be deadly, bro. So everything's faster. You have no gloves, so if you already have fast hands, they're faster. If you already have heavy hands, I don't want to say they're heavier, but you feel more the impact. So it's like it's an adjustment to boxing, and I have to like switch gears. If that makes sense, I have to switch gears when I go into the boxing ring, and then when I go to bare knuckle, like all my sparring is with headgear and gloves. But when I go to bare knuckle ring, it's no headgear, it's no gloves, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like you naked out there, like somebody threw you in the wilderness and you were butt naked with honey on you, or everything attacking you. It's like so you naked out there. Like all you got is like your skills and your heart, bro, because you gonna get hit, and when you get hit, you better be able to take it, because not everybody that does the combat sports, whether it be MMA or boxing, can take a bare knuckle hit, and that's why they do what they do. They wear protection because, bro, bare knuckle is definitely when you get hit flush. Even when you get a glancing blow, is different, bro, and then you get cut, so much easier. So, yeah, man, it's different. The mindset has to be, smart warfare, but sometimes it's just war. Sometimes it's just war.
Did you get to watch any of the card while you're in the back or after, or were you just feeling so bad that because your boy Rambo starts off the card with a big counter right that drops Justin Martinez for the W. Then you have the next fight with Bostwick, and he
That's my guy.
two left hooks back to back, and he drops him and he wins the fight.
Explosive.
And then you get the Esteban Rodriguez fight in 3 seconds.
But both of them, both of them my guys. So watching everybody. Like last time, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I fought Palomino, it kind of brought down my morale. Because like Rambo's my guy. Like we've been going through
the bad cut
so
under
much.
his eye.
Yeah, you've been going through so much to get him back into BKFC, to get his life back on track after everything that happened in his life. God bless him to have another opportunity, another chance. All thanks to All In, the Mesmer, everybody that helped him out. So the fact that he came back and his welcome back party got spoiled by a cut because he was winning the fight, it kind of brought my my morale down, but it was good seeing him get his victory. That really like gave me energy, and seeing Bostwick come back after a few years gave me energy. So seeing everybody like win, it's like I feel like you gotta do this. Everybody winning, bro. Don't be the only one in this locker room that loses, because everybody in my locker room won. Joey Boy, Francisco, so everybody won. So it's like, nah, man, I gotta get it, bro. So it was very motivating. So I appreciate them for doing their thing and going through what they had to go through to get their wins, because it definitely motivated me to get mine.
That Francisco Ricci fight, he hit him with a left hook that nobody saw.
Yeah,
even when I'm watching it, it was
sneaky.
Like
Sneaky.
I didn't even see it. I'm watching it on the TV screen.
Yeah, not even telegraph, just boop.
Yeah.
Dude went down, he
like whoa.
Yeah.
And then you had obviously the fight with Gallo and Peralta, which was a war, and you have Peralta's eye that's the size of a baseball, and Gallo his shoulders popped out multiple times. That goes to a draw. Yeah. And then you have the G Perez fight, and the ear situation obviously sucks. And then you have the final fight, and you have, I tell you what, on the first playback that I saw, I didn't even see a punch land by Perdomo. Then I had to see a separate angle, and he hit him with a short right that was like the thought of that power. And they were asking people they were asking general people. Actually, I saw some guys that I know that asked general fans, how much would it take to fight Leonardo Perdomo? And I heard some idiot say $5,000. I said, that won't cover your medicals. You know,
Man, that won't cover the funeral costs. You go on the bed, boy, and you may not wake up.
Because I saw that, I was like, yo, anything less than 7 figures, man, we're not even, if you're a general person, we're not even having this conversation. These 5-10 grand. Like, bro, he's going to put you.
That man is a raging bull coming at you. You better duck and run and cover.
You got a upcoming in Sturgis. You got Gogo and Julian Lane going at it. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's gonna be a war. You know, I'm cool with both of them. Oh man, it's gonna be a war, bro. I want to be there so bad, but I'm just kind of scared to be around the environment, to go out there and risk my life, because I'm not a highly likable guy to certain people, regardless if I am a highly likable guy to other people. Some people just may not like me just because they look at me and they may not like me. So I don't want, I got kids at home.
Of course.
I want to see the fight, but I want to return home in one piece. So. Just to be honest with you, just to be totally honest.
What place do you want to fight in? I mean, I guess you're hoping to get back in this thing in December.
Whenever I can
get
in.
But what place would you love to fight in that you haven't fought in yet?
They didn't have a BKFC in Jamaica. That'd be lit. Imagine fighting in Jamaica. Whoa. Yo, that'd be crazy. I have family come out and everything, yo. That's dope.
Dave Feldman. I know we're going all over the world, but he wants one in Jamaica.
Pull up in Jamaica. That's going to be crazy.
What are your final words for all your opponents? And, hey, Kai Stewart, you want that fight with Kai Stewart, man.
Man. I'm not much of a talker, but I never like to talk. You got to talk to build fights, stuff like that. I always let my hands do the talking. I want to just let my hands do the talking. So anybody who wants to fight me, hey, I want to fight you too. And if I called you out, if you see it as a call out, Kai, I had to beg, run, pay, do a whole bunch of stuff to fight you last time. Let's not make it that hard this time. I earned it. You saying what you're saying, I'm saying what I'm saying. Whatever I gotta do to make the fight happen, I'll do it. So let me know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Howard H.D. Davis. Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for jumping on with me today.
Hand, but
I know. Yeah, absolutely, man. Folks, if you haven't done so yet, please do check out HD on social media. Follow him on his Instagram. I'll link it in the description. This is Rudy Rodriguez Showmont with Howard H.D. Davis. Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
Up and down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. Up and down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in.